The decision over the new chief ministers of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, states where BJP won a big mandate, may still take a few more days. Now, the Bharatiya Janata Party today named central observers for electing the leaders of its legislature parties in these states, amongst indications that maybe these names may come to light over the weekend, or it could take a little bit longer as well. Let me first take you through the observers that have been decided by the party. And first up, let's take a look at Rajasthan. That will give you an indication of how much importance is being given as far as the state of Rajasthan is concerned, and how tricky the decision in Rajasthan especially could be. So none other than Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has been appointed as the observer as far as the state of Rajasthan is concerned. If you can move on with our graphics on our big screen as well. There's Vinod Taware and Saroj Pandey, who have also been appointed as observers in Rajasthan. For Madhya Pradesh, the party has appointed Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar, K. Lakshman and Asha Lakra. And in Chhattisgarh, Union Ministers Arjun Munda, Sarbananda Sonowal and Dushyant Gautam have been appointed as observers. They're likely to travel to their respective states to oversee the meetings of the newly elected MLAs now, where the future Chief Ministers will be decided. But no decision has been taken on the choices. The party is going to keep in mind the social, regional, governance and organizational interests in picking the new CMs as well. Well, as this race hots up, let's also take a look at who are the big contenders. First up, let's take a look at the state of Rajasthan. Vasundhara Raje, of course, continues to be a big contender as far as this state is concerned. Now, take a look at what really works for her and what really goes against her. So she is, of course, a two-time chief minister, has support of the MLAs. What doesn't work against her is that her working style has been at odds with the leadership, and that has been on display this time around as well. She has good administrative experience, but her show of strength recently, especially by her son that is being alleged, could go against her and could offend the party top brass. Then there is Arjun Meghwal, strong Dalit face, trusted by the Prime Minister and Home Minister, but his statewide acceptability could be arguable. He has good administrative experience. That is also something that could go in his favor as well. Let's take a look at the other name that is doing round, and that is, of course, of Diya Kumari. What works for her is that she's a young woman face. There's been a talk about how the BJP is very keen about women chief ministers this time around. She's a Rajput leader, has followed the party's top leadership's command as far as these elections are concerned. But what could go against her is that she has little administrative experience. Let's switch our attention to Madhya Pradesh as well, the other big state where the decision could have great consequences or could be a tricky one, because there is Shivraj Singh Chauhan who's in the running. He has been the four-time chief minister, has great administrative experience, but could there be a fatigue factor as far as he is concerned? He's been chief minister for 18 plus years. What goes for him also is that it is effectively his government that fought the elections, and his Ladli Behna scheme is the one that possibly changed the fortunes around for the BJP in a state like Madhya Pradesh. But there is a desire in the BJP to give a younger face a chance. As I mentioned, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has already been there, done that for nearly 20 years. Prahlad Patel, party's OBC face after Shivraj Singh Chauhan, but he may not be acceptable across the state. So this is what goes for him or against him. But he served as a union minister, has been a multiple-time MP. So therefore, is not really an inexperienced hand as far as handling a state is concerned. Then, of course, Jyotiraditya Scindia. What works for him? Young, dynamic, face of the party. He's obviously been a union minister, has been performing, has been seen as performing. What doesn't work in his favor is that he's new, relatively new in the BJP, and it could upset some of the other more established leaders of the party if someone who came from the Congress party to the BJP only recently goes ahead and gets that role. But he has administrative experience as minister. He, of course, is a popular face in the state of Madhya Pradesh as well. We're also getting some breaking updates now coming in. The BJP Legislative Party meeting is likely on Monday now on Madhya Pradesh. All the Madhya Pradesh BJP MLAs have been called to meet on Monday at 7 p.m. Chhattisgarh meeting is likely on Sunday around noon. Let's go across to our National Affairs editor, Aman Sharma, who's joining us. Aman, you've been tracking this very closely. We're just getting word that the meeting of the MLAs in Madhya Pradesh could only happen on Monday. So it looks like that decision on the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, at least, could not be coming over the weekend.
Well, yes, the legislature party meeting has been called on Monday. In Chhattisgarh, it is expected on Sunday, and Rajasthan also could happen Sunday or Monday. So we might see the 3 observers apiece for each of these states travel to these states on Sunday and maybe some on Monday. Shivani, there's an inauspicious period which starts from the 16th of December. So the BJP is keen to wrap up the swearing in of its chief ministers before the 15th. So that is the timeline we're looking at. Much of the action may happen from Monday. But the observers were all here in Delhi today because many of them are MPs and there was a whip today. And tomorrow we believe Mr. Rajnath Singh is not in Delhi. He's traveling for an event in Mumbai. So he's definitely not going tomorrow to Rajasthan. Interestingly, Mr. Rajnath Singh's appointment for Rajasthan also shows such a senior leader. The defense minister being appointed as an observer for Rajasthan shows that the situation for the BJP perhaps is the most trickier in Rajasthan, and his expertise and his experience and his persuasive skills may be needed in Rajasthan to maybe convince some senior leaders to maybe if the BJP is going in for a generational change, Shivani. So that would be interesting to see what happens in Rajasthan. Of course, in Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has clearly said he is not in any race. He's been touring Chhindwara and already he's in the mood for the election campaign for 2024. But there are multiple contenders, Shivani. In fact, at last count, we could count 18 to 20 contenders together for the 3 states. And in BJP, it's always hard to hazard a guess whom they will go for. It's a very secretive process. BJP loves to pull off a surprise on the media as well as on the candidates. So nobody has a clue. But if you'll also see that all the probable candidates have all gone a bit silent. You're not hearing anything from the likes of Diya Kumari or Rajuvardhan Rathod, Gajendra, Shekhawat. Everybody is in a way silent. Prahlad Patel, Narendra Tomar, they have hardly been spoken in the last couple of 2-3 days. So I think that is the BJP style, and we'll have to wait for these observers to go speak to the MLAs and what message the central leadership gets back from the observers once they are there.
But what is the inkling you're getting, Aman? What is the message that fundamentally the BJP would like to give from these chief ministerial choices? Because they generally seem to have a message that they want to give, and it will be an important call 6 months ahead of the next general elections.
Absolutely. I think the call that the BJP is taking keeping in mind the 2024 Lok Sabha election. It is more about the chief ministerial phase who can win them the Lok Sabha in 2024 as well. If look at these 3 states, they have 65 Lok Sabha seats. The BJP last time won 62 out of those 65 seats. So BJP is looking for a repeat performance in these states, maybe even a clean sweep. So obviously they want chief ministers, who can fulfill that aim of the BJP. Also, a lot of talk about Shivani about women faces. So the BJP just brought this women's reservation bill, in the last session about 1/3 reservation. So a lot of talk that at least one of the chief ministers would be a woman. That is what we are hearing. Also, BJP's focus on OBC faces, Dalit faces, Gen Next leadership. If you've seen their choices recently in elections, in states like Uttarakhand, Pushkar Singh Dhami or Yogi Adityanath in UP, they've been gone in for a second generation younger leadership. So will the experienced faces like Vasundhara Raje, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Raman Singh, will they have to take a back seat? I think all these factors are weighing in on the BJP's top leadership mind. But ultimately, when the observers go and speak to the MLAs, we will get a better view over what the BJP is really planning.
There's been a little bit of criticism floating around for the BJP, Aman, particularly, from the opposition parties as well, that it's not like the decision in the BJP is also being made fundamentally by the chosen MLAs or the CLP alone. You've written a story for news18.com on how these decisions are taken under this new version of the BJP. So is it very much the stamp of approval from Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah that seals it?
The 3 leaders, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, as well as BJP President JP Nadda. And in this new BJP, what we are seeing, Shivani, recently is that no pressure, no lobbying, no show of strength works. The top leadership is very clear that they want to choose the correct candidate. In words of a top BJP leader recently, I spoke to him in Parliament and was asking him, about what Jairam Ramesh's tweet. He said, time is not the factor here. We are actually, the decision should be correct. That is our main concern. So, we may take our own sweet time. Congress took nearly 10 to 11 days in the last 2018 when these 3 states were won by the Congress to name their chief ministers. So, in the BJP also, Shivani, if you see the tussle that we see out in the open in the Congress. It doesn't happen so in the BJP.
Yes.
Yes, there are contenders. Yes, people have aspirations, but you won't see an open fight.
Rebellion of sorts.
Rebellion of sorts, and that is why I think what Vasundhara Raje did in Jaipur, there was 40-45 MLAs visiting her residence and all that. So yesterday when Vasundhara Raje came and met Mr. JP Nadda for over an hour, people are speculating what was the message given to her that that the party line and party discipline is paramount, and whoever is the choice, everybody should abide by that. I think that is the messaging that BJP is giving through its exercise, and in 4 days we are no wiser on who will be the chief minister in either of the 3 states. But that is the signals we are getting from the BJP.
Aman, I do want to put you on the spot. Let's begin with Chhattisgarh. Who do you think has the best chance?
Well, I think a woman chief minister for Chhattisgarh, would be something that the BJP would like to project. Be it Renuka Singh or be it Gomti Sahu, these are the faces that, these are faces which have won, the Sarguja area is where the BJP has made real gains in Chhattisgarh, and both these women faces have contested from Sarguja and won. So, this is obviously the state president, Mr. Arjun Meghwal, is a very strong candidate as well. Similarly, in Madhya Pradesh, obviously Shivraj Singh Chauhan has a very strong chance because it is his scheme that he has given BJP this big success. That is a view, but there are more OBC face. If the BJP want to go apart from Shivraj Singh Chauhan, move ahead, then maybe Prahlad Singh Patel is a good OBC face. Singh Tomar, Jyotiraditya Scindia, there are multiple faces. Similarly in Rajasthan, Rajyavardhan Singh Rathod, Diya Kumari, Arjun Meghwal, Gajendra Shekhawat, Om Mathur, lots of faces are being spoken about. As I said, we'll be wiser only maybe by Monday on which way the BJP is leaning on.
All right, I'll leave it at that. Aman Sharma, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll just have to wait, and of course, a lot of eyes on who becomes the chief minister in these very important states. With that, it's a wrap on Plain Speak.